you do this? And these are all things that kind of stop you focus. These type of thoughts get in the way of achieving what you want to do. And again, it's a good point where the Enterprise Centre come in, because while you're having all these thoughts of hows and doubts and where do we go, the Enterprise Centre are there to say, well, go to this place, research into this, then do this, think about this, and come back to me. And it's this can-do attitude that the Enterprise Centre has, that no matter what your idea is or how small it is, they'll help you develop it from being a small idea into a big vision that you can actually achieve. So once you've visited Martin a few times, you've had a few meetings, you then get to apply to the hatchery, which it's a lot cooler than it sounds, to be honest. I don't know who came up with the name. But there's PCs, Macs, audio-visual equipment, free telephone, free internet, meeting room. There's an abundance of skills, knowledge, contacts that you can all gain from other hatchery members, as long as you don't get distracted by certain members who are standing at the back tonight. There's advisors from the Enterprise Centre that can help you, whether it's a marketing advisor, business advisor, intellectual property advisors, social enterprise advisors. I think there's even an accountant as well. So the Enterprise Centre is a kind of a one-stop solution, as it were, to starting a business. So once you've gone through all that, you then need to start trading. You've done all the theory, but you need business cards, you need flyers, you need a website, you need to incorporate your business. And again, as you said, the Enterprise Centre's got funding available. Put your business idea down, talk it through with Martin, write down what you need, and a couple of months later, well, less than that, a couple of weeks later, you've got the funding and you've actually got something tangible that you can say, this is my business, this is where I'm based, and this is what I'm selling. When your journey starts, it's very much like you know where you want to be, but you've no idea how to get there. And I completely agree with Alex, what he was saying about being honest. You've got to be honest with yourself. If you're honest with yourself and you're an honest person, when you're talking to other people who've already established themselves, they'll pick up that you're genuine. They'll pick up that you're honest, and they'll help you, give you so much support and guidance that you're not alone when you try and do something. You've got to have faith in yourself and persevere, because there'll be so many times that you'll come up against brick walls and roadblocks, and times where you think you just want to give up. It sounds cheesy. Has anybody seen the last Rocky film? Yeah. There's a bit in it, and Rocky says, it's not about how hard you hit, but it's about how hard you can be hit and keep going. And that's such, even though it's Rocky and it's not Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or someone, it's such a good mindset to have, because it's so true. And if someone says you can't do something, but you've got a feeling deep down that you can, ignore them. Nobody knows you like you know yourself. And many people, when you leave uni and you're setting out in business, you haven't got the confidence outwardly to show someone that you're capable. So they'll just say, oh, you know, you won't be able to do that. But if you think and feel like you can, then just do it, because you will be able to. A few last things. Prepare for change with your ideas, with yourself, and be flexible with your service or with your product, because the amount of opportunities that will arise from being flexible, it'll just open so many doorways that it'll take you on such a journey, and it'll be so much fun, rather than just saying, this is what I'm doing. But just, there was something that I got told once where to be successful, I think it's in a book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, and it's something like, you've got to be like a river or be like water. So if you've got a problem, then be willing to go over it, or under it, or around it. And it's just about being flexible, really. Yeah, it'll open doorways. If you can get work experience in the field that you're looking for, or you're looking to work in, do it. Definitely do it, because it'll give you such an insight into who you need to be, what you need to do, and how business is conducted in that area, that 6 months worth of work experience in the field that you're looking at will save you 2 years of trial and error, basically. Another one, is anybody aware of all the computer games where you point and click, and you click where you want them to move? Monkey Island, or anybody? I know you have. It's kind of like, on a game such as this, you know where you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. So you'll walk around the map, you'll talk to as many people as you possibly can, and you'll listen, pick up clues, go to talk to someone else. And it's the same with business, it's the same with life. Talk to as many people as you can, listen to what they've got to say, and remember key things that they say, and use it, and then take that to somewhere else, and just keep following up on everything that you learn, everything that you hear, and eventually you'll start somewhere, but you'll end up where you want to be as long as you don't give up. Fitness, it's a good idea to try and to run or do some sort of exercise. The biggest barrier from what I've noticed within myself in business is you need to be strong to do it, strong mentally. And it's surprising how mentally strong you can become just by keeping fit, because it's the discipline of feeling like you want to give up, but then pushing through that. So even though it's physical exercise, it's a good thing to take into your own kind of mental attitude towards life. And again, and it'll keep you focused. And if you've got a vision, then learning how you can remain focused on it is very important. Push yourself, test yourself, break through any barriers you've got. There'll be times when you want to give up, and somebody once said to me, just before breakdown comes breakthrough. So as long as you keep hanging in there, you'll get a break eventually. And finally, just be honest with yourself. Be honest with who you are. It's better to take a look at yourself. Don't be afraid to take a look at yourself, and don't be afraid to see what you see, because it's better to take a look at yourself, see something you don't like and change it, than be like my ex-boss and be so afraid to take a look at yourself that you go through life kind of in a deluded little world and never being able to progress and get anywhere. And you'll be fine. And I think that's it. So thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Richard. I didn't know most of that story, so it was really interesting for me to hear it. It was very nice of you to say all those things about the Enterprise Centre, but we didn't pay him, honestly, to do that. It is true, it is all there, it's there for you. We never say no, well, most of the time we don't say no. We always try and encourage people, and our motto is, well, we'll try it, and if it, we want you to help you to try out your ideas as well and to learn from them. And that's our philosophy, and it always has been, and it seems to work. So please do take advantage of what we can do to help you. I'd also just like to say thank you once again both to Alexander and to Richard. Both of them were extremely honest, and honesty seems to be a theme that came over as well in the way they described how they did business or viewed business dealings, and I think it's a really important message to take away from the talks tonight. So could you just join once again with me in saying thank you to them for giving their time tonight. Thank you. Okay, it's now casino time. Now, the instructions are as follows. When you came in, you were given a ticket in 2 halves, and the first half was for a free drink, which hopefully you've taken advantage of. The second half was to enable you to have 30 chips, which you can use to start playing the game. Now, unfortunately, you can't buy any more chips, so my suggestion to you is take your time and bet wisely.